Hey Motorheads, it's your boy MP coming to you live and direct from the Hell Mega headquarters out here in beautiful San Francisco, California. And today on the menu is the 2010 Audi S4. Just came out a couple days ago. Really excited about this car. I've had the chance to really get a feel for it. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this car today instead of waiting for a later episode is because the car just came out. And I don't think a lot of people realize how special and unique this car really is. For a long time, Audi had really been trying to compete with the BMW M3 when it produced the S4, and I think it took the realization of when they made the RS4 in 2007 and 2008 to realize that that's really more of the product they need to compete with the M3. So they made the very wise decision this year to drop the A4 3.2, the V6 model of the A4, out of the line and replace it with the S4. So the price point no longer really competes with an M3, but it competes with a 335. Now, this is a very good move for Audi. The reason being is at that price point, you pretty much have to and would consider the S4 because the car not only is bigger, safer, smarter, and faster, it's also more fuel efficient. So let's talk a little bit in general and a little bit in depth about the car. So the car she's not small, she's about 185 inches in length. And about 78 inches in width. So, I mean, she can house 4 people very comfortably. Underneath the hood is a 3.0 supercharged V6 that has 333 horsepower, 325.4 foot-pounds of torque, and is braking 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. That is sensational from a car that is getting 18 miles per gallon in the city and 28 miles per gallon in the highway. Now, a lot of people out there right now, I guarantee, are asking, MP, how does this car get 28 miles per gallon on the highway? Well, there's 2 reasons. One, because of the way the engine is set up, but 2, because of the transmission. Now, you can go with a 6-speed manual gearbox, or you can go with a 7-speed DSG transmission. Again, that DSG, direct shift gearbox. We talked about that in the A3 and the GTI video. So when you're cruising on the freeway in that DSG, you're doing like 1,500 RPMs and like at 75, 80 miles per hour. I mean, it's set up to run on a low RPM, but the transmission is so silk that once you hit the accelerator, the car will drop down to like 4th gear, bump you up to like 4,700 RPMs, and the car just starts screaming down the freeway. Now, while the motor and the dimensions is all very handy and great, like I said before, it's not always about performance. The fit and finish to this car is absolutely elegant, beautiful, and sporty. Now, the reason why I hit all those points is because all around the car from different angles, the car makes several different statements. And I think that you have to visually really see this car in life to really understand what I'm talking about. When we start at the front of the car, you have these beautiful LED daytime running lights that absolutely replicate the Audi R8, the same exact design. And so it grabs your attention right from the front, has these really great, thick, strong lines down the hood and down the side of the car that really wake you up. Again, it comes down the side of the door. Audi has those beautiful lines down the side and also down by the rocker panel. I want you, if you have the chance to go look at the car, don't focus so much on how beautiful the car is from the front, but check out those lines down by the rocker panel because those lines, I think, are a huge contribution to the overall fit and finish to the way the car looks from the outside. To me, when I really spent time looking at the car for about 1 hour the other day, it is so bold. I mean, it pulls it all together, and it's amazing how sometimes with cars the smallest details are what matter. But as we move down the side of the car and we find our way to the end, you have the beautiful LED trunk lights, the quad exhaust. I mean, the car is just like absolute artwork, and then the interior is just so plush. I mean, you have these beautiful, just again back into the just hugging your body seats. You know, it comes in black and a 2-tone white and black and red, and I mean, it's just so rich, and the fit and finish is so good. The steering wheel is so nice and thick, and then of course, if you get the DSG, you get these beautiful chrome paddle shifters. I mean, the car is just, there's very little room for error with the car, I personally think. But you're going to ask me, of course, where did they go wrong? And that is a very good question. I think it took me a lot of time to try to figure out where was the loophole. I mean, no car is a perfect car, and I will always say that that's a firm philosophy of mine. Where did Audi go wrong with this car? Now, I'm still trying to do a little bit more digging to really, figure it out. But the fact is that you can get this car for $58,000, $59,000 in a four-door sedan, well equipped, well loaded. Um, that says mounds, and I think that you have to consider at that price point. And I want to drop on you from this is for track drivers out there. I want to drop on you the gem feature that this car offers. Okay, it offers the new sport rear differential, and how that is going to work with this Quattro all-wheel drive system, which is 60% power in the back wheels, 40% power in the front wheels, is that the car can actually detect when you're taking a turn. Listen closely here, because this is just so hot. Detect when you're taking a turn, and it will actually send more torque to the inside wheel so that you can make a sharper turn and have more stability on the road. Every car driver's dream. Every car driver's dream. So you could push it as hard as you want through every single turn, and for that reason, you could keep on motoring. So in the meantime, read up on the leaks, find out more about the S4, and be thoroughly impressed.